touching on that turn one incident in the sim racers race, I was gutted for Lucas Muller because I always root for an underdog, so I've kind of been rooting for him this season in the sim racers challenge. So I didn't realize how the format worked in terms of the sim racers thing. So the winner takes all thing next Sunday is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, it's a shame. I suppose it is a two-horse race. I know there is double points on the last race, but it's unlikely, Ed, I think, that Gunther will be able to, even because, like, you're still going to be expecting Van Dorn and Gunther, not Gunther, and Verline to be there. So I think it's unlikely Gunther's going to be there. And in terms of the sim race, because I know you love the sim race, because it was interesting, but I think that's just a one-horse race, really, now. I think that's just Kevin Siggy's to lose. I think he might be able to not even turn up next weekend, and he could still walk away with the title.
I don't think it's quite that way, because I think what Pico was alluding to there was they are doing a sort of winner takes all kind of thing. But I think Lucas Muller might still be just about in, and Peter Verlaine might just about be in touching distance. I'd have to check the points. I think Joshua Rogers got a podium, so I'm not sure if he's still in it or not. But yeah, it is looking like Kevin Siggy's to lose, to be honest. And he's definitely, I think they were saying that he was basically got two hands on the trophy. Whereas in the Formula E Drivers' Race Championship, I guess, even though there's no real prize up for grabs, it is looking a bit closer between Verline and Van Dorn. Like you say, Gunther really needs both of them to basically non-score in both races, I think, to stand any kind of chance at this point.
Yeah, so this is basically how I see it with the sim race. So there's only one race left of the Race at Home Championship, and then the top 24 from the championship will go into a race on Sunday, and whoever wins that one will win the it's basically winner takes all. They get the FE drive. In terms of that means that Kevin Siggy has won the 7 race championship, but that actually in the end means nothing. So
Is that right?
It's very confusing, but that's what I got from Saturday's race. I could be wrong. I genuinely could be wrong, but I believe Kevin Siggy has won the championship. And so the top 24 go into winner takes all on Sunday, and I think there's over 30 points between him and Lucas Muller now, which means that the championship has ended in terms of who wins it. But then they all go into this race on Sunday where, and anything can happen.
I think that's mad, in a sense. Like, Kevin Siggy deserves...
He will be on pole, though, because the grid order is determined by points collected across the 7 rounds of the challenge. So Kevin Siggy is in pole position for that final race.
And so that final race is definitely then to decide who... So will Kevin Siggy then get the sim race at Munich for the BMW M4 thing? Or is that still up for grabs on Sunday as well?
I don't know. I think he's a dead cert either way, to be honest. But yeah, given loose form at the moment.
I think that's rubbish. I think that is an absolute...
But it's because they're not doing a quali session. That's why they're having this Kevin Siggy's on pole.
What was it if he gets punted in the first corner? We've seen it. All they need to do is punt him out.
Well, you could say that about the FE drivers race as well. Are they going to be gunning to crash out Verline and Van Dorn?
But
just so that Hoover get a chance.
No one wins anything in the FE race. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you what now. If Gunther, Van Dorn or Verline wins the championship, they will forget they won the championship in 5 minutes. Like, it's not important to them. Whereas for the sim races, this is important. If Kevin Siggy's dominated this championship, he should be the one driving that Formula E car and getting that sim opportunity in Munich for wherever it is with the BMWs. Like, if for whatever reason Kevin Siggy, Ed, does not win that Formula E drive because something happens in that race on Sunday that takes him out of the race. Or what if his internet goes? What if his internet connection goes and he disconnects? That's mental. That is not fair.
Well, I don't make the rules, Jack. I'm just reading them out.
I do kind of like it how I don't think Jack realised this was how it is. He's just realising it's on air, and so we're getting his genuine reaction from this.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
To be fair, I just assumed, right, it was the exact same, right? I assumed that the FE race rules were the same as the sim race rules, right? In terms of, double points on Sunday and Saturday, right? Maybe I should have read them up, but like at the same time, the Formula E race is what people are more interested in. I know the sim race carries good weight in terms of a competition, but in terms of its competition now over the last couple of weeks, obviously Kevin Siggy's been absolute, consistent in every race. Joshua Wadras was probably his main competitor, but he's missed races, and Lucas Muller has really come on over these couple of races, but not in enough time for Kevin Siggy to get anywhere close to Kevin Siggy. So fair play Kevin Siggy, because boom, he deserves it. And if he doesn't get it for whatever reason, Ed, it is Formula, this race at home challenge has got to be chucked in the bin.
Wow, that's very harsh, Jack. And all the people who put all those Studio 397 employees who put their hard work and time into getting these tracks.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault. But come on, how can you do that to someone? How can someone put in 7 weeks worth of hard work and graft to get to a position where Kevin Siggy is, and then it's a lottery whether or not he wins or not?
Well, it keeps it interesting for the fans, I guess, because the end priority is entertainment, I guess. So yeah.
I wouldn't participate.
You're not participating. You haven't.
If I was Kevin Siggy, I'd be like, what is this? It's madness.